Grafting is a process of taking a scion from one plant and making sure the vascular tissues are touching, combining it with the rootstock of another plant. The rootstocks do not need to be completely removed in order to do this. Grafting is done so to have resistance against soil-borne pathogens, increase plant vigor, and increase yields. The rootstocks that are used for grafting have certain traits and characteristics that a grower wants, but the actual vegetable in the scion may be very bad quality or unmarketable. They overcome this by removing the upper portion of the rootstock, the scion, and remove the root ball of the desired scion, and by using precise cuts, align the portion of the rootstock, align the vascular tissues of each, and wrap it up or use a clip to hold the graft in place. Bacterial wilt is a common soil-borne pathogen that infects and causes large crop losses in many commercial tomato farms. Growers try to defeat or limit this problem by using a rootstock that is resistant to bacterial wilt. Using rootstocks that have a high tolerance to salinity can also make a huge difference on fruit yield. Some rootstock varieties have higher or lower temperature tolerance and can be extremely helpful in extending the growing season. Extending the growing season will mean a higher value on your crop because you are able to produce fruit when others are not. Now Nick and I are going to show you how to perform a splice graft on peppers, a saddle graft on peppers, and a T-graft on a citrus tree. These are three very common grafting techniques that are used commercially.
For a splice graft, you are cutting the rootstock of the scion at the same angle to be attached together. You remove the scion or the rootstock completely below the first set of cotyledons. For the scion, you cut right above the first set of cotyledons. Make sure when you're choosing your rootstock and scion to make sure it's similar in diameter. Saddle grafting is very similar to splice grafting, but instead you're creating a saddle with the rootstock and an upside down V with the scion. You want to attach both of them, connecting the vascular cambium For a T-graft, you are making a T-shaped cut in the bark that you'll need to peel the bark up to place the selected bud in. You should choose a healthy looking bud and cut the side of the bud off to expose the vascular cambium. You place the exposed cambium in the T-slit in the rootstock. Finally, wrap the grafting tape and break off the leaf to the attached bud. You should take the leaf off so it doesn't become a sink.